What up, I'm Xander, and you might notice that I have a bit of a taste, an acquired taste, a bad taste. Don't worry, I don't mind playing bad video games. I mean, one week I'm playing Astrobot, the next I'm playing Shrek Super Party.
Oh, hello there!
But a big topic I want to talk about for a while, but I wanted to give it time to develop, were these 3 games that came out in 2023, all within a few months of each other. These 3 games are all licensed schlock, amongst some of the worst games ever. You don't really hear that anymore, video games being amongst the worst. At worst, you'll get something that's kind of a trend chaser like Gotham Knights or Kill the Justice League or the Avengers. Other times, you'll just see developers kind of give up and give you something you know that they could have given a little better, like Funko Fusion or Star Wars Outlaws. But these 3 games are so bad in that none of them are worthwhile. We're going to be taking a look at these 3 games and see exactly where it went wrong. What did each of these 3 developers do that was so awful that they became infamous in the gaming industry? Anyways, let's get started. Subscribe if you haven't already. These are the 3 worst games of 2023.
Oh, no.
The Walking Dead, a tough drama about a father trying to protect the ones he loves from a world broken and overrun by those who want them dead. Son of a bitch, I'm talking about The Sopranos again. I've never watched the show, and I just really don't plan to. I like zombie movies and zombie video games, but I don't know, this just doesn't seem like my thing. The Walking Dead Destinies, I'm gonna go out of order on these, but do you really give a shit? This was developed by not Telltale, I'll say that much. Actually, I find it weird that outside of Telltale's iconic quadrilogy, Walking Dead has had some terrible luck with video games. I've never played Saints and Sinners, but look at this shit. We got Survival Instinct, a bunch of shitty mobile games, and of course, Walking Dead Destinies, our first in line of bullshit. Who developed this? Game Mill? Okay, I've heard of them. They've helped out on a few of the DreamWorks games I checked out in February, aka 2 of the bad ones. DreamWorks All-Star Kart Racing, great. Oh, and Trolls Remix Rescue? I'ma hate this, ain't I? Wait, Bear McCreary's Walking Dead theme? Wait, they didn't have the funds to compose anything original? Dude, your Walking Dead Destinies, nobody would have cared if the menu didn't have a good theme, it would have matched the rest of the game. Off the bat, this just shows laziness. Like, oh, we didn't even bother to have original music composition, so we took the existing Walking Dead theme from the show, which, by the way, would have been off the air for a whole year at this point. Bruh. Okay, I've bitched enough about the menu music, let's look at the game itself. Oh, he's opening his eyes like we do in Fallout 3, why am I not just playing Fallout 3? Okay, let's be fair. Oh, wait, Rick Grimes? Okay, I've never watched the show, but I know he's in it. What the fuck is Rick freaking Grimes doing here? Wait, is this based on the TV show? From what I could gather, yeah, most of these characters in this, down to their models, are straight from the AMC series. That's Andrew Lincoln, John Bernthal's in this, and I didn't even know he was in the show. They did my boy Steven Yeun dirty. So the first episode of the game, episodes like the Telltale series, why am I not just playing the Telltale series? Is apparently a shot-for-shot remake of the first episode of the show, minus apparently one part from the cold open. Rick Grimes exits the hospital and, oh boy, the controls are a little weird. They introduce pretty much the stealth stuff in the game, which I'll give credit that the choice between stealth and combat isn't horrible, and we'll get to that in a bit. You're pretty much taught how to throw things to distract the walkers, how to sneak around using the analog stick? Oh no, man, that's what I associate as the run. I'm gonna hate this. Yeah, imagine how many times I thought to run from the zombies only to get fucked.
Sneaking around the corner.
Oh yeah, prepare to be grabbed a lot by these zombies, and it seems each time you do, it unfairly takes some serious health off of you. Jesus, what are these zombies powered by? All the extra strength? And okay, the choice between combat and stealth is cool, but combat is clearly what they had in mind. It's almost impossible to be stealthy. I guess they tried replicating how many zombies were in the show, you know, make it feel like you're really suffocated by these things, but look at this straight. Tell me they were trying to design this with stealth in mind.
Broadcasting on emergency channel. We'll be approaching Atlanta on Highway 85.
Oh no. No, don't tell me that's the cutscenes in this game. Yeah, one of the biggest issues I heard with this game is that the cutscenes are really lazy. I guess when you consider that the rest of the game runs like this, I didn't expect much out of the cutscenes. More than the storyboards with metahumans would have been suffice. What the hell? Why am I seeing this, like, storyboard creations on the website that lets you plan those storyboards? Anybody know those sites? They're pretty cool, but not cool enough to have your whole game's cutscenes based around. So as I said, the combat's really—
There are a few walkers on the street.
Who are you? Will Smith? So the combat with melee is that you whack a zombie and stab him with a knife. Why not just whack the zombie a few times and be done with it? It takes way too many swings to kill this zombie with a blunt bat.
Smash.
Not to mention, the knife move is a completely different button from the swing. It becomes difficult to remember the process. Most of the time, I just end up getting grabbed by these zombies. Jesus, absolutely relentless with how they grab you. You have no room for error, messing up is a costly beast. Wait, a fully animated cutscene? A curse upon this land? Take it away! Like, what's even the point? No characters are moving other than the walkers and Rick at the beginning. And the next cutscene is in the same lazy storyboard style.
Come on. Anyone gonna do something?
Ooh, choices like in the Telltale game. I said it before, I can say it again. There is just no sense of care to this game. All it has is broken combat, insanely unforgiving enemies, and too many of them at that.
For Lori and Carl.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot how goofy everyone says Carl's name. That's literally the one meme I knew from the show. Carl! When we get to the camp, we're introduced to Daryl. That's just Norman Reedus! Y'all didn't even try! And I looked up what Daryl looks like in the comics. Bruh. Y'all could have done something different, okay?
No, Shane, we don't. From now on, my family is off limits to you.
He looks really fucking sad, doesn't he? Oh man, I'm gonna stare off to the side and think about my decisions. Carl! Like, what did he even do? I'm not familiar with the series, but I assume it's because he lied to them about Rick being dead? Or he just didn't know. These cutscenes aren't worth thinking about. When we're at this camp, it gives us the option to introduce ourselves to the other campers. What, Daryl? Nobody else is around. Lori and Carl? That's my family. That's my boy! That's my son! Episode 5. Oh boy. What, we go 5 feet and the camp is overrun by zombies? That's why this episode of Walking Dead is called Overrun. Ugh. Okay, well, we finally are introduced to the gun, you know, a thing Rick clearly had in this. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! What the? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. So it does lock on to the closest zombie, but it could be any of them. I don't know. What's so funny is that when you try to aim, it does not work. It moves way too fast, and I swear the camera just inverts itself at some point. There's no way they sent this game out for the same price as Split Fiction with this aiming and said, yep, we accomplished something the Telltale series could never. Being a bad game. I mean, Jesus, talk about low bar. Talk about low budget flights. What is this, man? How did they send this out thinking it was anywhere near completion? The combat is straight up broken, it's lazy, and straight up unplayable. What a low point already.
Hi, Gollum. How's it going, buddy? Oh.
LL Cool J is a Soviet spy.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Potatoes.
Oh boy. A Gollum game? Oh dear Christ, yeah, it's been a while since we got a full-fledged Lord of the Rings licensed game. I believe the last one would have been Shadow of War, and that one didn't get the hottest reviews if I remember correctly. Not to mention, that came out in 2017, so mind you, we hadn't had a new Lord of the Rings game in, at that point, 6 years. That's a lifetime in gamer years, dude. So Warner Brothers said, well, let's give the people what they want, right? A Gollum game, the fuck? Okay, I kinda see the point. You can make a game about Legolas and Gimli or even Gandalf, but those characters are strong and their efforts are kinda known. Not to mention, most projects with Lord of the Rings feature these characters anyhow. We should focus on something not explored. Gollum? What's he doing? This is such a weird choice. I guess it's because realistically Gollum would be weaker, so combat-based gameplay would be a bit different. Okay, let's see what the big deal is. This can't be that bad, right? Oh boy, seems like Warner Brothers actually didn't have anything to do with this game. They helped with the development of Gotham Knights. Let that sink in.
Oh, alright.
Hey man, I heard you was talking.
Okay, so we open with a cutscene that's trying too damn hard considering this is, you know, a Gollum game. Oh dear Christ, is that him? Is that my man Gollum? Oh boy. He looks like Emma Stone. Also gotta love that in the opening cutscene, the subtitles refer to this guy as Wizard. Oh boy, which one? It's clearly Gandalf. I know there's other wizards in Middle-earth, but I don't think these guys knew that, so why should I care? We open up, and it's controllable at least. It's not downright horrendous to do things like in Destinies. However, this game's first big issue is very apparent. You see this gap here? You would think I could run and catch it. Nonsense! You wanna know what the solution was?
And up again.
Level design is atrocious. Like, look at this right here. Do you think I'm supposed to A, go along the path to the side, or B, run into the endless void in front of me? You know what my impatient ass did. It is easy to die in this game. It's like a Lord of the Rings Dark Souls game, except it's not fun, just unforgiving. Little mistakes cost you greatly. And falling damage, oh boy, why do you ever do this to me? It's so easy to assume you're good from the height you're at, only to be met with 2 words I wish I could apply to in real life.
Well, game over. Yo.
Okay, let's give this cave area a little exploration, and do you see what I see? Okay, so I know this game's not really good, but really, you couldn't have bothered to have somewhat decent lighting? Gollum wants that ass! On occasions, it'll allow us to choose between being Smeagol in certain conversations or being Gollum. This didn't affect fucking anything, and in fact, wasted my time more than anything else. Okay, so we gotta hide in the grass and sneak up on the orcs. Oh no. Oh, is this a stealth game, Carl? Okay, in retrospect, it makes sense. If any Lord of the Rings game would have had stealth involved, it would be a Gollum game. Too bad the stealth is shit. So once chapter 2 starts, we see ourselves as slaves to the pit of Mordor. This game is very ugly, by the way. I guess Mordor is cool enough as a location, but considering most of this game is in Mordor, it's just not pretty to look at. Okay, let's see what lies ahead. Oh, of course, level design did not get... Run that back, Chief? Was that an achievement? Did I get an achievement for accidentally dying? That's a real Steam achievement this game decided to just have. Wow, Carl. And make no mistake, I absolutely didn't mean to die. Games have had funny achievements like that before. It's not a big deal with those games. But this is Gollum. I'm gonna be a bit more strict on it having an achievement for dying. God, this game is just boring. It's just us walking from point A to point B, doing useless slave shit. Like for this one, we have to collect the tags off of dead slaves. Oh, thank God, lava, the sweet release of death. Huh? Was that another achievement for dying, Carl? I didn't receive any other achievements in my time playing this game. There are 2 Steam achievements of the 37 this game has that are dedicated to me dying. That's not to account how I didn't play the whole game. Oh yeah, all 3 of these I just played as much as my sanity would let me. If you really want to convince me this game gets better in chapter 5, the brick wall isn't responding. Okay, so look at this. We're putting this redstone into these barrels to blow them up. We gotta go through these tunnels and get out. Listen to the music. John Williams come in just for this one track? Why is that even suspenseful? Nothing is hurting me. I am in no danger. As long as you get out the way you came in, you'll be fine. And to give you an idea of how unfair this game's stealth is, here we're sneaking around the barracks. The shadows keep us hidden. You can see this if Gollum is completely engulfed in darkness. So here I am right next to this orc. I'm hidden here, and I believe if I go to these shadows right here, I should be able to keep hidden and continue onwards, right? Well...
What the fuck? Is that shit?
Of course not. What? Silly me. I just assumed your brilliant level design would apply to your fucking shadows. Especially when that's the only thing that's keeping these orcs from seeing me. You gotta be consistent with these shadows, man. Don't let Gollum get choked out. Wait, what's going on?
Gollum, you freak!
This game is just awful, Carl. It's somehow worse than Destinies. At least that was... I mean, not finished, but Jesus, does this even count as a game? It's not even trying. The level design is awful. Gollum is just not good to look at, and visually, it's absolutely disgusting. The stealth is broken, and the rest of the game is just as bad.
Oh, don't you worry. I saved the absolute worst for last. Everyone talks about all 3 of these games, but everyone talks about this game. Not just in a light of being one of the worst games of 2023, not just being one of the worst games of the 2020s, of being one of the worst games of all time. This game gets compared to fucking Big Rigs. Kong.
Whoa, wait, that's actually really good music?
That's Splooge. Dude, what? This is the game everyone hates? Dude, this looks badass. You could tell that there was a frame skip on Kong, but I can mind that later. This looks great. I can't wait to get into it.
Wait, the cutscene's fire too? The writing is this fire? In just simple cave drawings, it tells the story of the Kongs. Wait, this game is the one that everyone hates, right? It seems like it's got pretty good presentation at least. Okay, I'll bite. How bad can this game really be?
I didn't even know they could turn blue. That has to be the quickest a game has ever turned me off immediately.
Who the hell am I even playing as? Well, Kong, yeah, but doesn't Kong have black fur? Okay, you know what? Let's give benefit of the doubt. What the hell are these controls? Why is the camera just always shaking? This climbing, God, it makes Gollum's climbing look presentable. I can't jump up on these climbable walls. Once I'm climbing, I'm only climbing.
I see London, I see France, I see your ass!
God, for as little detail as these models already had, someone took way too much time detailing the monkey ass, huh? Okay, we got some enemies to fight, and the combat shit, wow. Listen, I am a 500-ton gorilla fighting these knockoff Jurassic World rejects. No way do 3 of them even make a move on me. But no, it seems the programmers didn't even bother making the enemies knock back or recoil. They just move away from you, and yet they keep pursuing you like the monkey fist didn't just penetrate their skulls. And it happens with all of the enemies. These crabs we see later, the bigger enemies get really annoying. Turns out this is the mother Kong who's worried about her family being out for so long. We go through... Oh dear God, I know it sounds like I'm just bitching about everything with this game, but play it, you'll see the issue. Man, I love learning these moves I would never use consciously. Like the precision jump. Is this necessary? The run jump works for almost everything else other than this one section. We go through too many damn waves of enemies and finally come across Gaul. Gaw!
Oh yeah, we're getting some Father Kong action. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Alright, kinda wasted there. Not that we knew him, but okay, guess it's Mom's turn. Time to go Mama mode and protect Baby Kong.
Better than defending Diddy Kong, right?
So the fighting
His lawyer defended Osama bin Laden in 1998.
So the fighting is somewhat getting better. You get the way too big variety of moves down alright, and we even get some new moves that can paralyze enemies. That's pretty useful. Okay, Gaw, your reign is about to come to an end. Okay, I'll bite. What the hell happened? I had plenty of health, he was dying, I was good. No, it turns out, the character I've been playing as for 20 fucking minutes was a throwaway character, and the Baby Kong is the actual character we play as. God, just kill him. I know you don't want me to play this damn game. So yeah, we got to know the character for as undefined as she was, and it was all for her to die alongside the father character who was not developed at all. And instead, we play as the last Kong standing. He grows up, and that's all we're getting. No kidding, for the rest of my time playing this game, I had no idea what I was supposed to do. What I kinda got was that we have to prove we're top dollar, which is not what this, by the way, $40 game was, Carl! You just go around beating creatures up and occasionally finding collectibles. The fighting is still so awkward. Oh, and by the way, one upgrade gave me an insane damage boost. Yeah, one 10 skill point upgrade, and suddenly I'm almost untouchable. Almost. Oh hey, clearing the area got me 1 skill point? Each upgrade costs you like 20. You're telling me every time I have to clear an area, I'm 1/10 the way there? And this combat, dude, I had to try so many times to kill this crab thing. Alright, let's climb up here. Found a collectible completely by accident, no news here. You need to learn the hold heavy attack to destroy the debris. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I'll be on my way then. Wait, what? Wait, the rock breaking thing I did earlier in the tutorial, that's the move, right?
Wait a fucking minute.
Are you trying to fucking tell me I don't know that move because the character who I learned it as died? Then why did you let me play as her? Two major flaws to this. One, me not knowing the move locks the part of the map completely until I care enough to figure out how to learn it. And the second, the move was barely used in the tutorial. You could have arguably cut it out and nothing would have been meh. So why, when 20 damn minutes of this hellscape was spent with this character who gets offed, would you show me these moves just to say, no you ain't? Oh my god, I'm lightheaded. Oh shit. Okay, so where am I supposed to go? I guess I could look at the map. In the pause menu, Carl! Why not a mini-map, or at least have a separate button? When I pause the game, I'm quitting the game, okay? Even then, look at this strip mall-ass map. Talking about, you are here, Route 21 is here if you want to go there for some fucking reason. Oh shoot, they got a Denny's? This game is insane. All of these issues could easily be ignored if the game itself was fun. Oh my god. I'm at the team of a monkey rainer, the vein of a team of the Kong liquor mana, skull lightning crane of a team Macarena, monkey rainer. Yeah, the throw ability barely works, and even if you somehow manage to pick an enemy up, they just get right back up. What is it with these enemies and pretending a monkey didn't just obliterate their ass cheeks?
This game is not just bad. It's an enigma. It's awful. I've played bad, but this is a new level. I have never played a game that was straight up just not finished until today, and somehow this game outweighs how bad Walking Dead Destinies or Gollum could have been. It's beyond that. This is the worst one. It's not even a competition.
It's a game you expect when you sign up for playtesting, not a game you drop $40 on expecting King Kong. King freaking Kong! The big gorilla you saw smack the shit out of Godzilla a year ago. How do you see something like Godzilla vs. Kong and say, yeah, here you go?
Who made this?
Bruh.
Game Mill. That son of a bitch.
It's not a game, it's an experiment. Look into how long you can play it before going insane, becoming a menace to society. This is the game that lures out potential serial killers. I mean it. It's the worst game I've ever played for this channel. It's so bad, I would rather play Star Wars Outlaws and fucking Funko Fusion before ever touching it again. It's bad, and so are you for thinking of playing it.
You know, playing these games has made me realize it's always okay if a game isn't that great, because it could always be worse. You know that every developer that puts out a game, for the most part, is putting their 110% out. It's not fair to just assume no effort was put in when clearly these games are what it looks like when no effort is put in. And occasionally we do get a game like Gollum, or a game like Destinies, or a game like Kong. And when that happens, so what?
Gollum likes BDSM.
What?